When we try to force things, we step into an inauthentic energy. We hustle, we strive, we burn out. But when we yield, peace, clarity, and confidence come. Hi, Angel. I'm Sue Veronica, a faith based life alignment coach, and I'm here to guide you from burnout and back into your personal power. Today, I want to talk about the art of yielding to God's will, and that's what the next three videos are actually going to be on. And first, I want to look at the difference between the words surrender and yield, because I know you've heard many times surrender to God, but I kind of look at both of these terms quite differently. So, when you're surrendering to anything, it gives the implication of battle. You're surrendering in a battle, you're waving the white flag, you're letting go. I don't necessarily like using the term surrender when it comes to God because we're not in battle with him. If anything, he walks with us through battle. He holds our right hands and he gets us to the victory. So I don't look at us surrendering to him. I look at us yielding to his will. So when you surrender, you're letting go. And that is a really important step to be able to get into the space where God needs you to be so he can use you the way he needs to use you. So when you surrender, you let go. You are just free to the current to ride the wave. Surrender is that ultimate release. It's the first step. But when you yield, you go into alignment. Step by step obedience. Day by day obeying God. It's the obedience that comes after the surrender. It's the ongoing posture of listening, obeying, and flowing in God's direction. And I've been the woman who surrenders on Sunday, but then on Monday has the wheel in her hands again. Like, I trust God, but when the bills come or things start going left, I try to control it yet again. And this is why I don't really like using the term surrendering, because it's almost like you're in a battle with yourself. But when you yield, you allow things to happen for you. And I think that's a really good mindset to keep in your life. If you're going through something difficult or something really great, you have to understand that nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you. It's all happening to refine you so you can become that person that not only gets $1 million, but becomes a millionaire. So you can make that money multiply. So you can make that generational wealth multiply. And I know somebody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. But just as King Solomon tells us in Ecclesiastes 3:11, God has made everything beautiful in its time. But we can't know what that time is if we keep taking the steering away from him. We can't know what that true beauty is if we are constantly the ones trying to solve the problems that we were never meant to solve in the first place. So to get out of that inauthentic energy and get back into your authenticity, get back into your personal power, get away from the burnout and the disconnection that you feel from your body, you've got to ask God to guide you. And it's a lot less, guide me, Lord, and it's a lot more, what is your will for me, Lord? Heavy on the, what is your will for me, Lord? Personal example that I have, something that I love to do that has been so helpful for me to try and discern where I'm supposed to go and what he wants me to do. I will ask him a very specific question. I will put my hand on the Bible. I will ask him a specific question. I will open up a random page and there will be an answer. Let me give you an example. A while back, I was starting a new job. I hadn't gotten my offer letter just yet. I was working for a bank. And in order to start working at a bank, you have to go through an extensive background check. Now, I don't have a record or anything, a criminal record, I mean, but I have moved around quite a bit in my life. I've been very nomadic. I've had many addresses. I don't even remember half of the places that I worked sometimes, but HR needed a very detailed accounting of my addresses, my work history. They needed to check every single thing, call every single employer that I put down, and I had to remember the exact times I was there. Everything had to match. It was a very extensive background check. And I remember being in this space of lack and scarcity, honestly. I was just let go from my previous position because the business was not doing well. And it was a really sad thing because I loved working there. They loved me. They just couldn't afford me anymore at that time. So, how I even got to this job was I didn't even apply for it. I was found at a food bank. I was volunteering at a food bank, and the VP of this bank, she found me and she said, I love your attitude. I love your energy. Here's my card. I know you never worked in a bank before, but come work for me. So I knew that it was God led. Like, I knew God wanted me to be at this bank just because of how I got the opportunity to interview and even fill out this application, right? But this background check was getting to me. So one night I put my hands on the Bible and I asked God, God, am I going to work at this bank, or do I need to start applying to other places? Because I can't be in limbo for much longer, okay? The money's running out. Ladies, I kid you not. I open the Bible, I skim the page, and then I see the actual name of the bank that I worked for. And then, of course, I started working there. And I have countless examples of this. So if you need guidance to know where God needs you to be, all you have to do is ask Him. And even if you find yourself in this space of feeling burnt out and feeling like you're disconnected from your body, disconnected from who you truly are, God can get you back there. But you have to have the faith. You have to be able to yield to His will, or you're going to miss the opportunities. I pray that this message really helps somebody. And if this video resonated with you, if you are finding yourself in a state of burnout, of inauthentic energy, of feeling disconnected from your body, disconnected from your power, disconnected from your God, this personal invitation is for you. I do private one-on-one coaching with my clients who are ambitious, passionate women that are done playing small. They are done being burnt out. They are done trying to figure out solutions to problems that they were never even meant to fix. They are done feeling disconnected from their bodies, so they can't truly be there for their children. They can't truly be there for their career. And they're ready to step into the next phase of their lives. And through our time together, my ladies get into a space where they're making better decisions, they're having amazing relationships, and they're feeling more in control of their lives. So if this speaks to you, I invite you to go to the link below and apply to work with me. I'm really looking forward to making this journey and this walk together. And until next we meet, angels, be blessed.